What's up, Facebook Live? Joe.
Kathy.
Coming to you live here. We're getting back from the tax. Man, I know how much you guys love taxes out there. I love paying taxes. Not.
No, I don't think so.
Kathy, what's your learning experience about the taxes?
Oh, it's exhausting. What a daunting task it is.
Yes, so Kathy's been going through the books here, getting everything organized for last year's taxes, this year's taxes, and we just had a great conversation with Matt. Matt, when you watch this, thank you very much for all the insights, and ultimately something that we have to do in this world. So day 266 of 366 Facebook Lives. You guys have exactly 100 days left in 2020. How are you going to show up these next 100 days? Kathy and I had some great lunch. What's your next 100 days, Kathy? Going to set some goals?
I am going to set some goals. So I will do a challenge for myself until the end of the year. Challenge. And I write down 4 areas that I want to make improvements on, and I will find someone to do it with, because it's really impactful, because you can hold yourselves accountable. So I will have some goals by the end of the year.
Outstanding.
Completed, I should say, by the end of the year.
And outstanding. We just had a conversation over lunch about Louise Hay. If you guys are not following Louise Hay, she written over 50 books, wrote over 50 books, I guess you should say. She was worth $80 million when she passed away in her 90s. So you never know who's watching, you never know who's reading your content, you never know who is out there looking to improve themselves. And one of the exercises she was taking people through is saying, in the mirror every single day, I like myself and I can love myself, and do a 21-day pattern recognition and then a pattern break. So that's all we do here. When we're out here doing things to improve ourselves, improve the people around us, improve our kids, of doing the work every single day. As I say that, the hair on my arms, Kathy, the hair on my arms, standing straight up, as I just received a couple of phone calls these last couple of days from people saying, Joe, thank you so much for what you do. You have no idea that the impact you're making in my life. And then Kathy and I were just having this conversation. It's like, you know what? I go through Facebook and I'm scrolling through, and sometimes I'll see something that I really enjoy, but I won't like it, I won't comment, I'll just keep on going. It's like, you never know. You might have one like on your Facebook post, but you may have reached 100, 200 people that are in hiding, or just for whatever reason in fear, they don't want to click on that to be known, to be shown. So know that whatever you're doing in this world, to continue to do it, it's coming from a place of authenticity, a place of love, a place of giving and serving, because those are the things that are eventually going to break through. Like my good friend Mike Pernod logging out here. Good to see you, Mike. I said, you never know what people are going through. I mean, you can play the victim, you can play the victor, you can play any kind of card you want to play in this life, but ultimately, we are responsible for what we do in this world. Everything that we have, Mike, and you know this, that we have in our world right now, we've put it there. So ultimately, when you understand that there's only patterns that we have since we were probably about 6, 7, 8 years old, something traumatic, or any of those things ever happened to you, that's just a pattern. In order to break the pattern, you're really going to have to push through, Josh. You're going to have to do some extraordinary hard work to break that pattern. So today's message is, when you do the work every single day, 266 days straight, people are receiving value, people are receiving blessings, people are receiving insights. So Kathy and I were having this conversation for lunch. What did you learn, Kathy?
So one of the things I had said to Joe is, do you ever think that people get caught up on the amount of likes they receive? And I started to think that when Joe does all these videos, does he ever look at how many comments he's receiving? And if you get less comments, is that disturbing to you? And he said no. And the fact of the matter is just because people aren't liking something, or maybe you're not receiving a lot of comments, people are listening, and it's making an impact. And if it's making an impact on one, then that's really all that it should matter to you. So we had a really interesting conversation about that, the impact that we have on others. And Joe had just received a phone call from a gentleman in his brotherhood, and he was just saying to Joe, like, what you do on a daily basis, I'm listening. And I don't know, just to tears, because I think that's what all of us want to hear. We want to be told, like, I am listening to what you have to say, and you are making a great impact on me. And I like I said, I got emotional from it, because it was such a beautiful statement, and I think it's something that we all want to hear.
And that goes a long way, because to do the hard work, right? To do the heavy lifting, to continually push yourself beyond. It's very difficult to do alone. So I know that strength in numbers is the ultimate thing. So we have the next level experience. We have the rises. We have success builds. We have the sacred flame. We have that are building these amazing communities, and we can go a long way together. We can go very fast and get a lot accomplished shortly, but like in my real estate adventure, on top of the mountain, I was able to retire, money was coming in, but I still wasn't whole. There was still something missing, Georgia, and I had to come back off that mountain and say, what did I do wrong? And I'm here having a conversation with the tax man. Like, listen, I did this, and this wrong. I said, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I want to learn from this lesson. And how can I go forward to impact more people? How can we all do something today to impact more people? Because we are all in this together. Regardless if you think you're in this by yourself or not, we are all in this together. Because collectively, as you put that vibration into the world, as you send out either negative or positive, if you send out fear and doubt, that's what everybody else is downloading. So yesterday's 333 meditation, we lit that candle. That was a blessed candle from Marissa and Isaiah that was just here not too long ago. They sent it as a gift of gratitude, and I lit that thing. We did a blessing over the candle and went to our 333 meditation. When I tell you this was a super powerful meditation, I've been doing this for 22 weeks now. I felt the Holy Spirit. I felt the voice. I felt everything coming through me. And Kathy was there. Kathy, what did you feel yesterday's meditation?
I felt an overwhelming feeling of peace, and I think that's something that we're all looking for right now, especially during this time frame with COVID and everything. So for me, it was just peace, tranquility, total relaxation. I just felt calm afterwards.
And that's what happens because we have plenty of time to rest in peace. The object of the game of life is to live in peace. And how do we live in peace? Number one, bring awareness to where you are. Number two, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And number three, do these do these simple tricks every single day to trick the mind to get what you want out of life. Not what everybody else wants for you, but what do you truly desire in this world? And once you figure those three things out, I can promise you the world of the wonders will start showing up. Things will start happening for you, not to you. The people around you are going to start saying, I see a different change in you. You're looking younger. Something's happening. What are you doing? And then you can be that transcendence onto that next person based upon you doing the work every single day. Like today is day 266 of 366. There's 100 days left in the year. I challenge everybody, listen to this message today. What are you going to do for the next 100 days in all four areas of life? In your body, in your being, in your connections, in your business. If you don't have a business, how are you going to get better and sharpen your skills at your job? And if you don't have a job, what are you going to do for the rest of your life to go out there and make things happen in this world? And more importantly, which is one of the things that I was lacking in, is my bonds, my relationships with my queen, the people around me. How can I serve and be more present in the capacity as I increase that capacity to transcend what I'm feeling onto my beautiful queen? Last thoughts, Kat?
So one of the things I wanted to add to you was I am in the midst of reading Psalms now in the Bible, and I think it's so important to those of us that are spiritual to speak to God and really ask Him for help when you need it. I follow Pastor Paul on YouTube, and the impact he's having on me is incredible. And how he says, you know what, don't always go to God and during, just the rough times, but when you're having a great day, and you're not thinking like, well, I don't really need anything right now, God, but you know what? Just talk to Him. Just talk to Him about anything. Know that He's there for you. He wants to help you. And I know for me personally, when I was leaving my last job, I was really emotional. There were changes going on in the department, and I was hurting so bad. And I said to Joe, you know what? I can't stay here anymore. And of course, he was like, yeah, you have to go. He was so happy for me. He was like, finally, she's figured it out. It's time to leave, But for me, I was there 15 years, and it was like, I don't know if I'm ready, and this, that, and the other. It's like, he's like, God's telling you, it's time to go. So I was very emotional that night. And then the next morning, I woke up going through this TV stations, and Joyce Meyer was talking, and she said, do you ever feel like you're at your job and you just can't take it there anymore? that people are just not doing right by you, you know, it might be time to leave. And I was like, yeah, Joyce is talking to me right now. I mean, it really felt like she just was like, Kathy, turn on the TV, I have a message for you. So sometimes I bring this up because I just want you to know that I think a lot of times we think that God is going to whisper in our ear, because I know when people say, like, God speaks to me, I'm always curious, like, what does that mean to you? Like, what does that mean? Is he whispering in your ear? Because he doesn't whisper in my ear. However, he comes to my heart, and he comes through people like a Joyce Meyer or others online. Sometimes it's TV, sometimes it's social media, and he speaks through someone to me. So I just wanted to put that out there and just say, listen, because I think God will come to us in different ways, and just wait for the message, because it's always really powerful.
Super powerful insights from the feminine energy. As the masculine and feminine become one, you become unstoppable. You can do a lot by yourself. We can do a lot individually, but together we can go so much further, living in peace, being fulfilled at the end of our destiny, because there is no finish line. This is a daily journey to get yourself better than you were yesterday. Keeping it simple is what we talked about over lunch today. So I ask everyone out there, what are you going to do for these next 100 days? Keep doing you. Watch how people shift based upon you doing you every single day. Don't do what somebody else wants you to do. Do you, and the other people will automatically do them. That is the gift of life. That is the purpose. That is why you are here. You are all here for a reason. You are all here to be that gift, to be that voice of reason. When people are living in doubt, fear, and anxiety, you can step forward in certainty and in knowingness that when it's all said and done together, we'll rise as one. Keep showing up. They have not seen nothing
yet.
Love you guys.
Take
Have
care.
a great day. Peace.
Bye now.